Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back from a successful digging trip. We mostly dug and visited family and stuff. It was pretty successful. These are the finds from the first digs. And then afterwards, someone came all the way from Minnesota to buy a couple things and dig with me. So that'll be the next video after this video. But this video is just going to be finds. So I'll go ahead and get started. Got an odd three-sided olive jar. It's blown. It cleaned up really nice. I've had other three-sided olive jars, but this one's actually a little bit different. It doesn't even have a true panel there, really. Just some small little space there. Another thing that I wanted to point out real fast was that I think my speaker got clogged up with ash or dirt or something because my pockets were all filled with dirt and I was using my phone to film everything because I don't have a GoPro yet. I was asking this one other successful YouTuber if he'd mind showing me how he makes his videos. I don't know if he wants to do that or not, but yeah, if that happens, then I'll start using the GoPro instead of my phone because I'm someone who learns better by watching someone, because then I can ask questions and stuff like that. Anyway, back to my first point. If you can't hear me good or my voice sounds funny, that's why. I don't know how this sounds, so I think I'm actually going to quit filming for a second, just review this one clip and see. But even if you can't or I do sound funny, I don't think there's anything I can do because I took a sewing needle and poked around where I believe the speaker is on this phone and tried to loosen stuff up if there was anything in there. It was all dusty, but I didn't pry anything out that I could see, so I don't know. Yeah, I think it is making me sound a little bit different, but yeah, I'll go ahead and film it anyway. This is just going to be a finds video, so there's going to be no digging because there's so many different finds here. Plus, I got another bucket of bottles to go through. So because of that, it's going to be just my dig finds and a bucket of bottles that someone was nice enough to give to me. Anyway, so I'm going to start for real this time. I thought this was slick, but it's actually embossed. I think it says Watkins, London. And this here's a Bengal bluing bottle. This is a large Vaseline jar. Three-sided extract. Criswell's bromopepsin cures headache. This here is a slick. I just thought it was kind of neat looking. It might be a snuff or something, because I have a snuff ball that's shaped like this, but a little bit bigger. And this is really unique. I've never dug a salt shaker like this before. Shaped like a boot. And there's the lid. I got the sink here. It's a slick one, but I always bring home slick inks, at least when I'm in older dumps. Then there's this. I didn't realize it's cracked, but oh well. Still has the original, whatever it's called, in it. And got this Hicks Capudine. Eastman. Pumpkin seed flask. And I got a bunch of lids stacked on top of each other, so I got this one. I love the color on this. Not a color you see every day. It does have a chip though, so that kind of sucks, but I still like it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep it or sell it, but I think what I'll do is I'll make it available, but only to someone who'll be willing to pay the right price. If I find something really unique damaged or not, I'd like to get something decent out of it. And here's the most common color for a lightning lid. There's this lid, and this lid actually was found connected to this jar here. And I think it's the correct lid. I can get this cleaned out a lot great. Yeah, it's a really nice looking jar. But it is the first time I dug this jar, so that's kind of cool. Apparently, that's what one of the guys I dig with told me. So I don't know what his offer is or what he's willing to pay, so we'll see. If it's good enough, I'll go ahead and take it because it's only embossed on the base. I'm more into jars that have something written like here or something really early. And got this here. At first glance, you'd think it's a common Sounders Royal Remedy extract bottle from Dayton, Ohio, but it's actually a much less common Richmond Superior Flavoring extract from Richmond, Indiana. There isn't much demand for bottles from that town right now. I don't know why. I guess not many people are interested in collecting them. Or it's because of all this COVID crap going on, and maybe people are just not wanting to spend money on bottles, since bottles ain't something that a person really needs. Next is this nice hutch. I didn't get it on video, but here it is now. F.A. Reichert, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. You know, I might just keep that one in my personal collection. Decided to keep all the different Ohio hutches I've dug. Especially considering hutches from Ohio ain't bringing what they should be. You find a different hutch and someone will probably pay $25 or $35, but it's pretty rare for a hutch from Ohio to go for more than that. And this next one is neat. I mean, it's slick, but it has a really unique manufacturing mark on the base. C & Company. That's not a manufacturing mark you see on a medicine much. Usually you see that mark on some early beers or something. Then I got this Dr. King's New Discovery. A little bromo. And I brought this because it's a little bit earlier looking than most of the polished bottles I find. Most of the polished bottles are clear. This one's aqua and more crude looking. Then I got this Chamberlain's Pain Balm. Here's the Sanford's Liver Invigorator. The first one of those I've ever found was in the cellar dump, and it was way earlier than this one. It had a key mold base, but it cracked as soon as I grabbed it. This one here might be 1890s, but I don't think it's any older than that. And got the salt shaker here. Dr. F.E.J.A. Green, New York and Boston. That's my first glazed pipe I've ever dug. I don't know if that's any older than the regular pipes or not. I got this here. I know it's a slick, but these extract looking bottles are almost always clear. You don't see them in aqua much. So I'm thinking this one's a little bit earlier than normal. Because of that, I decided I'd bring it home. And here's another slick. I saw it had kind of a unique shape. Figured I'd let it turn sun colored in with this, but I didn't realize it was cracked when I brought it. But now that it's already here, I'm just going to stick it on top of a roof and let it turn sun colored in with this anyway. Alright, next row. So here's the two more line blobs. I'm just going to hold one up to the light because they both look the same. Actually, it might be better to do this. There you go, now you can actually see the embossing. Next is this one. This is a really good one. Shanson Schwind Brewing, Dayton, Ohio. I was talking to this one guy about repairs, so I brought a top of a broken Shanson Schwind to possibly put on top of this one here that's almost whole but just needs the top. I'm not exactly sure how to go about it, but both parts are here, so it's possible. Because this one here was a broken one too. Then got this mink here. Here's a crown top jung. Don't know why it's not focusing. Yeah, I got 2 quarts of this bottle, so I guess it's cool I have a pint to go with them now. I got this Honest Measure flask. It's filled with dirt, so I didn't get that one cleaned up yet. I got this Warner Safe Cure. Very nice bottle. I know they're common, but it's not something you find on a dig every day. This one even has an applied top. The others I got in my personal collection are tooled, so I think I might just keep this one to go with them. Then got this citrate of magnesia here. And there's this little vial. It's probably one of them Tilly bottles with a label, or it would have had a paper label, I mean. I got 2 little bromo seltzers here. And I'm sure most of you know how these look, but there it is in the light anyway. Here's a Cone Ink. And here's this one. It's a Higgins I've never seen before. This pipe's actually made of rubber, I think, or something. It's not made of crock. Got this nice insert here. Probably one of the most boldly embossed examples I've seen of this particular one. Here's probably my first consolidated insert. The CFJ stands for Consolidated Fruit Jar Company. The jars themselves are not rare, but I still like this because it's early looking. And here's this wax sealer. Cleaned up real nice, but, well, I mean, not as in the inside, but outside. But it seems to have more chips on it than I realized. Has a chip there, a chip there, and a chip there. If I can clean the inside up a little bit more. Might display halfway decent if it's being displayed like this. Can't even notice them. And this one would make a good candidate for the tumbler. It's an early Heinz jar. And it is so sick you can't even see the embossing hardly. I mean, you kinda can, but it would display a lot better if it was tumbled where you could actually see the color and see through it. Now I do like some of that patina stuff on it. And I'll have to show you an example of a bottle with patina that I like here. First I got this marble, and I actually found it in the gravel behind my car. When I get done digging and I take all my bottles out, the bucket's left with some dirt and ash in it. So I just flip them upside down and dump what's inside them in the gravel. And I think I had so much dirt in one of them that I overlooked this little marble here. But I found it now, so it'll go nice with some other marbles. And there's a Lydia Pinkhams. And this has some of the type of patina that I like. See how it's rainbow colored and shiny? And even this does. It's kind of shiny on this bottle too. But this, it's not really shiny. It's just kind of there, and it's blocking the embossing even, it seems. I don't know, I can't really describe it really well, but it looks way better on these two than this one. Here's this nice Kilmer's Swamp Root kidney, liver, bladder cure. And here's the bottle that a lot of people find, Caldwell Syrup Pepsin. Here's a variant of the Oakland Chemical Company that I've never seen. It has a slug plate, well, not a slug plate, but the circular embossing with dioxygen embossed underneath it. Normally they just have the circular embossing part like this here by itself, or they have the dioxygen part embossed either in the front or the back, and Oakland Chemical Company embossed on the opposite side, so they'd be embossed on the heel only. So this is kind of unique actually for being a fairly common bottle. This one's pretty cool. It's a Colgate. Yeah, I'm going to have to try to look this one up. I've never seen one like this before. I found one other round one. It might be in my perfume group somewhere here, but I don't know. I might have already sold it. But the ones you normally find are clear aqua and just have two circles with a C in the center, I think. I'll have to look at them closer. Anyway, also got a Salt Glaze crock here and the Silver crock here. And these two are more unique crocks than the regular two-tone crocks that you normally find on digs. Like here's a common one. First time finding these two. One of my digging buddies was nice enough to give me all these here. I had to see it in one because he either had duplicates of them or they weren't something that he wanted to collect. There isn't nothing super valuable in here, but there is some decent ones. So I'll go ahead and go through them for you guys. First is a Slick Blob beer. It's really crude on the back. About not to be sold. Next is this Elf Fritz from Covington, Kentucky. It's a blown soda. They got blown Fossler Bottling Works from Richmond, Indiana. This one here looks earlier than the average bottle I find. F. Brown's Essence of Jamaican Ginger, Philadelphia. The H. Walker from Pittsburgh, Caldwell Syrup Pepsin. Dr. D. James. Ayer Sarsaparilla. Victor's Lung Syrup from Frederick, Maryland. A different Dr. D. James. One Minute Cough Cure from Chicago. Atwood's Jaundice Bitters from Georgetown, Massachusetts. Chamberlain's Cough Remedy with a bunch of weird white lines on the inside of the neck. Sloan's N&B liniment. Sewing machine oil. Brahma seltzer. Larkin. Lego olive oil. This is one I've never dug before. Usually these are slick. There are some White House vinegar type of glass jugs like this, but this one's a first for me. Go Koning Tilly. Then this blue thing here is really nice, has a ground lip. Sample whiskey or bitters bottle. I found large examples that looked identical to this that had stomach bitters embossed on it. I can't remember what kind of stomach bitters, I just remember it said stomach bitters. Sample wine bottle. Sample whiskey bottle. Paul Jones Distillery from Louisville, Kentucky. Larkin Soap Company from Buffalo, New York. And a Sanford's Inc. Okay, next small roll. Okay, this one's so dirty, I think it'd be easier just to show it like this. It's a Christian Moorline Aqua Machine made Crown Top beer. It's a Cincinnati bottle. Looks like it needs to go to the tumbler.